welcome to the Gun Talk After Show. If you're on hold, stay there. We'll try to get to everybody. Every call from every listener, no matter what the issue or problem, is important to us. So stick around for a little while as we call Tom Gresham back to the microphone and let our hair down a little bit, along with a little help from our show producer, Jim Kinsey, who will offer some words of wisdom, and Gun Talk Tech extraordinaire Michael will be checking in. And now, once again, here's Tom.
The after show, extra round, spare mag, whatever you want to call it. We're just talking about stuff we couldn't talk about. You know what? We can't get it all in. I mean, 3 hours of gun talk, you think, you can cover everything. Not even close. So we got callers on the line. We got, let's see, Michael, Jim, Michelle's with us today. Hey, everybody. Everybody there?
Hey.
Amazing. This stuff works. And let's punch in line 2. Mike is in Jacksonville, Oregon. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing swell, Tom. How are you doing?
I am good. So you heard us talking about slim grips for a 1911, huh?
I did. I got a SIG 1911 RCS, and when I first got it, it had the thin grips on it, and one of them cracked. And so I called SIG, and they sent me 2 new grips made by Hogue, but they're thicker. And so since then, I like the thin grips, but I called Hogue, and they don't make them. I called SIG, and they said that's the only thing they're offering now. So I don't know what to do.
Okay. I'm just looking. The Brownells website has a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, I called them.
Okay. What did they say?
They said they didn't make them either, but they didn't have any thin grips.
Is there something special about the SIG 1911?
No, it's a Commander. It's a 7-round instead of 8, because I took the measurements off of the Hogue site, because there's 2 different grips for either the Commander or the full size, apparently.
Right.
But nobody offers them.
Okay, I tell you what, let me click on something here, because there's somebody I think might have them. There's a company called Aluma Grips, and they make thin grips out of aluminum. So I'm looking here, para, double stack. They got 1911 full size and compact. Yeah, they've got what you're looking for.
That might do it.
That's it. It's ALUMA, Aluma Grips, plural, alumagrips.com. I've used them, and I like them a lot. And they're thin, and because they're made of aluminum, they're not going to crack. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, you also have to use the threaded bushings that go in the side of your grip. That your grip screw goes into. You need bushings that are set up for thin grips, not thick grips. So you got to make sure to use those. Those are apparently a little shorter then, huh? Yes, exactly. And Brownells does have those. But you know what? When you contact the folks at Luma Grips, very nice people, ask them about that, because I'll bet you they're going to have the information on the thread bushings and all that. So. But they're very nice people at Luma Grips. I think you're going to like their product. All right. Listen, appreciate it. And, yeah, man, I love thin grips on 1911. They just changed the whole feel of it. Jim, you and Michael, have either of you guys ever handled a Ruger number 1?
No, I haven't. You were talking about it being a single shot. I was going to ask you over the air, which the callers couldn't hear, or listeners couldn't hear. I asked you if it was an ambi or not, or left for you. Yeah, it's completely ambi. You've got an under lever. So it just flips down, and that's how you open the action. And then the safety is a tang safety. It's up on the top of the grip. So it works absolutely the same right-handed or left-handed, which is one of the things I love about it. What we do when we hunt with them, you put a sleeve on the stock, and it'll hold several cartridges. So you can get to where you can work a single-shot rifle. I mean, it's like bang, bang, bang. You can reload it that fast. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive with a little bit of practice how good you can get with it. So
now I understand if I was looking to purchase one of those, I might be able to contact Leland Yee, and he might be able to set me up with one of those.
The senator out in California who just got arrested. This is the super duper gun control. We got a banned guns guy that gets charged with gun trafficking. And get this, he was going to provide full auto and RPGs, shoulder fired rockets. And this, a gun trafficker who is the darling of the Democrat gun ban community. Unbelievable.
Gosh. Yeah, and he's got a problem with video games like Grand Theft Auto, where there's a video of him holding up all these video games. Oh, these are violent. We can't have our kids playing these types of games, and then you're out there trafficking guns like this.
That's right, but we're going to sell you some RPGs, and he basically was offered some to the FBI.
Wow.
But we really shouldn't be surprised at this point. We've seen this so often with a lot of the gun ban guys who end up getting in trouble with guns themselves. They're just world-class hypocrites. The only thing that surprises me is the media still tries to get away with hiding the fact that the guy's a Democrat. They don't even put that in stories.
Right, sure.
I don't know. It just drives you nuts, doesn't it? I mean, after a while, you just want to run around and pull your hair out. So I don't know. You know what it does do? I'm thinking when people see this, though, it may motivate some folks in our gun community to get more involved and say, okay, I'm going to get involved in this whole no shrug thing, the Truth Squad, because I see that the media coverage is biased. I don't know. One could hope, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. Let's see. Let's drop down to line 4. Mike is with us out of Ponca City, Oklahoma. Hey, Mike, you're on Gun Talk.
Hello, guy. I got a couple of ideas for a Ruger and cartridge. The 357 Maximum, I wish they would chamber that in their nifty little bolt action that has a rotary magnum for the 357. And I think that gun would handle a little bit extra length than the Maximum. And I wish they would also bring out the Super Blackhawk in the original configuration with the 10.5-inch barrel and the 357 Maximum.
Ooh. For those who don't know, the 357 Maximum was just a longer version of the 357 Magnum, kind of like what a 357 Magnum is to a 38 Special. And they had it in their Super Blackhawk. But what I understood was there were problems with gas cutting of the top strap. The thing was so hot, it would actually, the gap between the chamber and the cylinder and the barrel, the gas would come up and actually start eroding into the top strap up there. Is that what you heard, Mike?
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I also heard that it was just more of a burnishing effect as opposed to cutting a hole in anything, and I think it was pulled just for psychological reasons, for lack of a better term. And one other gun I'd like to see Ruger do is their little bolt-action 22 Hornet in the stainless barrel, long barrel.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I wish they would drop a 218B in that little rotary magazine into the same length as the Hornet, and all you could do is open the bolt face, and there you have a dynamic duo like Winchester had for a number of years, a Hornet and a B.
Son of a gun. That'd be pretty sweet. Well, yeah. I will try to remember to pass that along when I'm talking to the Ruger guys, and I'll be in their booth at the NRA show. So, by the way, the NRA show this year, NRA annual meetings are going to be in Indianapolis, not that far from Ponca City. If you get in your truck early in the morning, you can get there. It's worthwhile, man.
Cool.
If you can get there, it's worth doing. By the way, Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you an NRA member?
Was, but I'm not current.
I got a deal for you. We've got a thing on our website. You can go there instead of $35, it's $25. If you go to guntalk.com, you can sign yourself back up. And while you're there, sign up your dog and a couple of relatives, too. We need all the members we can get.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it, Mike. All right. I actually have had people sign up their dogs just for fun. But a lot of people do go sign up their kids. I think, Jim, do I remember you did that?
Yeah, my son for his 20th birthday got a lifetime membership. That lifetime membership they had was like $300 or something for. Yeah,
I'm trying to get them to bring that back.
I was going to ask you when that was going to happen. I sure hope they do that again because I'd buy a couple more of those.
Yeah, I'm going year to year right now.
That's the thing. I mean, we've got a good deal on that. You can do the $25. Actually, and I should mention this because I forget that we haven't mentioned in a while. There's an associate member deal. It's only $10.
$10, right? Yep.
Yeah. So if you had a member of your family who, and the thing is, you don't get the magazine. But if one of the people in your family is already getting one of the magazines, and you just want to sign some other people up, they count as a full member. So when
voting time,
folks from the NRA, voting time, when people are going to Congress, and they say, we're up to 6 million now, it makes a difference. So you throw a couple of $10 memberships at members of your family. And you're good to go. So
you said you had
that's a worthwhile thing.
You said you had a buddy order a membership for his dog.
He said he did.
Well, what magazine did he pick up?
That's right. He was really a fan of Theodore Roosevelt and the Rough Riders.
Oh, God. Commercial break. Quick.
Now you know why we don't do this on the air, on the broadcast, right? Only the after show would you pull something like that off.
Yeah.
All right, tell you what, don't go anywhere, guys. If you're on hold, we're going to get to you in just a second. It's time for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back.
The XDM 3.8 Compact from Springfield Armory is 2 guns in 1. Use as your concealed carry gun with a compact magazine and use the extended magazine for home defense. Carry 13 rounds of 9mm in the compact magazine and a whopping 19 rounds in the extended magazine. To see the entire family of Springfield Armory XDM pistols, go to SpringfieldArmory.com. That's SpringfieldArmory.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Bain. You know I hate cleaning guns, so anything that makes that job faster and easier is definitely a plus. And that's where Bore Tips come in. These reusable, lint-free cleaning swabs make cleaning a breeze. And the tighter-fitting Bore Tips do a better job on barrels than cotton mops or patches. Hey, it's a dirty job. Let Bore Tips help. To find a dealer, visit boretips.com.
All right, we're back with you. We actually have figured out the right button to push. Michelle, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, I heard you were running around like you had a special chair. Do you have like a particularly sensitive tushy that's got to have your own special chair?
Yes, I do have a sensitive tush.
Okay, there you go. Wow.
No, with the guys that I work with, I can't have that.
No, you can't. It's right. You have to have thick hide all the way.
That's
so there you go.
That's right.
Oh, gosh.
Wow, that went a whole different direction.
Michelle, you said something earlier. You mentioned, I was talking about guns that had been dropped, and you shot me a note. You said the Ruger SP-101 and the 327.
Yeah, I personally have one of those firearms, Tom, in a 3-inch barrel, and it's a gun that I love, and it's a nice Magnum cartridge if you want to use it for the application of self-defense, but the fact that you can put 32 mags in it or 32 Smith & Wessons in it, and you can kind of switch it up a lot more, just like a 357 and a 38 Special, it is just such a nice shooting firearm. And I think to keep women interested in our sport, we just need to be on the front side of finding a gun that's comfortable, well-balanced, and an easy shooter, if you will.
You know, that's one of those that I didn't really understand it when they brought it out. And I guess probably that was true for a lot of people. That's why it's not there anymore. But the more I learned about it, the more you think, yeah, I should have gotten one of those. Because I was just looking at the Magnum version of it, Michelle. I didn't really process that you could shoot the 32 H&R, the Magnum, and then the regular 32 in there to have a lot lower recoil loads for practice. That's pretty cool.
It's a beautiful gun. I love it.
And you can get it in a small revolver, or you could. It was a full 6-shot instead of 5.
Right.
So I don't know. Is anybody else making chambering for the 327 now? I didn't know if Taurus or anybody is doing that.
I don't think they are currently. I think they were, and for some reason the 327 just dried up.
Yeah. I wonder, of course, we'll have to find out if anybody's going to make ammo for it. That's the one thing. But if there's somebody making ammo for it, we might be able to talk to somebody and see if we can get them to do like a limited run for Gun Talk.
Oh, that would be nice.
Maybe we could do a few hundred of those and see if we can at least help out the ones who'd like to have them. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be happy to take one of the first ones made, Tom.
You would you?
It's the least you
already got one.
Could do, yeah.
Just take one for the team there. Let's talk to Bruce. He's on line 3 in Ashland. Speaking of revolver cartridges. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, how you doing today, Tom?
I'm good.
I've got a question, or query, if you will. The 460 Smith & Wesson also shoots 454 and 45 long Colt. Could somebody make a lever rifle or a pump rifle or a single shot that would chamber a 410 shotgun shell as well? Do they make pistols that shoot 45 long Colt, 454, and 410?
Yeah.
Why not make one that'll shoot 460 as well?
Why not indeed?
Great little Alaska gun.
Why not? Now, Thompson Center has their Thompson Center Encore in the 460. They chamber it for that. But I don't know. You know, it occurs to me the issue may be this. I'm just guessing now. In a judge, you're not real concerned about accuracy. So you could make a chamber long to take the 410 shotgun shell. But in a rifle, you really do want accuracy. And I'm wondering if you made that chamber a good bit longer to take a 410 shotgun shell, if that would affect the accuracy when you shoot the pistol cartridge in it. I don't know, but I will ask because it's an intriguing idea. Would that not be a fabulous survival rig?
That's what I was thinking, like throw in the back of the truck behind the back seat when I'm cruising through Alaska, and if I have to shoot a quail with it or a pheasant or a turkey or whatever, I got some shot. If I need to shoot a Kodiak bear, well, got something for that too.
I'm thinking of that Springfield Armory, the M6 survival rifle that was a folding rifle that had a 410 barrel and a 22 rimfire, and then you could store ammo in the stock. It had little holes in the stock you'd stick them in. Something like that.
CZ made something like that too, didn't they?
Yes, I believe they did. So a lot of choices out there, but I will ask some of the folks I know about rifles in 460, and could you do it with a 410 chamber at the same time, kind of like the Judge idea. That's a cool idea, Bruce. I like the way you think, man.
Well,
so listen,
also lifetime NRA member. I did that $300 deal when you guys were running.
Attaboy.
There
and
you
I bought
go.
10 other memberships for friends.
Cool.
Wow.
Did you really?
That's awesome.
I did.
Outstanding. Now, here's a follow-up with them and see if they renewed, and if they didn't, kick them in the shins and get them to renew.
No, they were all liberal Democrats who hated guns, family members.
Touche.
Okay, now it's worth it. So they didn't renew. So now what you got to do is get them renewed. You got to pay for them. $10 a pop.
Actually, I converted 6 of them, Tom.
Wow.
6 of
Did
them
you really?
have continued their memberships and go shooting regularly now.
Awesome.
Outstanding. That is super.
Talk
a
to your
60%
friends,
conversion
talk to your
rate.
relatives. You'll be surprised who you can convert.
Which can convert the voting as well.
It's a great point. We assume, you're here and I'm here and we're just going to stay here because we know that we're not going to get converted. But the truth of it is some of them are there. They're not anti. They're just kind of ambivalent and they've had bad information. If you feed them the good info and then take them out and let them shoot, they go, this is actually kind of fun. And like that, remember, Jim, the article we saw or we talked about where the guy went out, the anti-gunner went out shooting. He said, well, these are like normal people. This is not what I was told you guys are going to be.
Wow, none of you are nutcases.
That's right. Well, some people are. Some of us.
Some of us, yeah.
That's.
Hey, you were just talking about rifles and shotgun. Does it cause or can it cause problems with the lands and grooves in a rifle to be putting shot through it?
It actually could, but it wouldn't be the shot. It would be the shot cup, the plastic shot cup.
Wow, that would affect the steel and the...
No. What it would do is it would clog up the rifling.
Plastic fouling, in essence.
You get plastic foulings. Because, Michelle, we talk about cleaning the plastic fouling out of shotguns, and people forget that. You actually do have to have a solvent that will dissolve plastic out of your shotgun. But it's got to be so much worse in a rifle where you've got grooves to grab that plastic and get.
Well, because the plastic it doesn't stay. I mean, it melts, right? With that temperature, it melts and then recools in the grooves.
I doubt that it wouldn't. Well,
I mean, to a degree. To a degree. I mean, it's got to have some kind of temperature. I mean, it changes state. I would think somewhat.
It goes like from Michigan to Ohio. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I'm just so confused here. I don't know. Let's talk to Heiko, who's on line 1 out of Carson City. Hey, hello, Heiko.
Yes, Tom. Avid fan, and I've been a listener for tons of years at KKFT here in Carson City, Nevada.
Wonderful. Great station.
Yes, it is, and I know Jerry Evans pretty good. And the long and short of it is, I had a call in. I thought you were talking to my brother-in-law about the Albany, Oregon, the Rifle and Pistol Association there. It's an excellent place. I can't be a member. I can't afford it right now. It's about $300 annually, and then it takes me about 8 hours to drive there. But
that's the distance.
The thing is, if you could ever, I know you're a busy guy with your shows and stuff, and I got all your podcasts. If you could ever make it there to that particular machine gun shoot, that would be awesome. That is the most safest. It's totally, 100% above board, I was shooting HK-93s. I was shooting the BARs. I couldn't afford to. I shot some BMGs, 50 BMGs, but I couldn't afford to shoot too many of those because it's about $8 a round.
Oh, man, yeah.
It is awesome. It is totally awesome. And my brother-in-law does the 3-gun shoots at that location.
Okay.
So I've been involved with that. And other than that, I have my GT10. I'm only number 41 on the list, so I don't know. You probably got 01 and 02 and 03.
We do, but we're it's funny you mention that. We're actually talking about figuring out what we can do to commemorate the 20-year anniversary of Gun Talk and probably do a new gun. Okay, wait. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold my phone up to the microphone. Wait a minute, okay? Listen to this, okay?
All righty.
Okay, we're shooting a little bit. Shooting inside of a, this is something for Gun Talk television we're going to be doing here. Here we go. Thompson. We're rocking a Thompson submachine gun. Are we having fun or what?
Ooh. See the cash register running with that.
Feeding these machine guns is expensive, man. Heiko, I really would like to get to this shoot. Do we still have him on? I'd like to find out when that is.
Well, the gentleman that was on your live show earlier today, he said it was in April. I have to go. You Google the Albany Rifle and Pistol Association online, and they have all the dates there.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make it there. It's an 8-hour drive for me, like I said, but it is really an awesome thing to go. There's a lot of them around the country, and I'm sure you're more privy to that.
Right.
But this one is really unique. The last time I was out there, I shot a Datsun and a Toyota. I blew the doors off it.
I actually had a Datsun 510, and they are absolutely shoot-worthy. That's what they should be done. They should be shot.
And, it's right off of I-5, right through Oregon, so it's not really... You can't see it from I-5, but it's there.
Huh.
And,
I've got the address here. Oh.
Now, is this all exhibition stuff, or is it competition as well?
I believe it's just exhibition. That part of it, I really don't know for sure, but it is the most, awesomest thing there.
No, I was going to say, it looks like the website is arpc.info. Is that what you got, Michael?
Yes, it is.
Okay, arpc.info, and they've got their calendar up and what's open to the public and what they, that looks like a really organized operation. I like the looks of that.
Michelle wants to know what kind of bleachers they have, if she's going to be comfortable if she...
Do I need to bring my own stadium seat? Or
I think that's a given at this point, and just be ready for lots of derision. It's like that old Elvis song, right? Derision.
Yeah, I thought it was Derisious
That's right,
Minds.
or Derisious Minds. Yeah. There you go. Hey, Heiko, thank you so much for the call and for the heads up and the shout out for the Albany Pistol Club. That's pretty cool. Albany, Oregon.
Sounds a little bit like Knob Creek, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And those are tons of fun. And as he says, run very well. And, for people who don't know anything about Class 3 stuff, machine guns and such, you can go and you can try different ones, shoot them. Speaking of which, have any of you guys gotten into silencers or suppressors yet?
Well, Todd Hill is a mutual friend of ours. He's a big suppressor guy. And he's got a couple of them now. And he brings them out, and we shoot them. So I don't own one yet, but I've had the privilege of shooting his.
Huge fun, huh?
Yeah, those 22s when you suppress them. I mean, it's just you could shoot all day long, have a normal conversation. I do recommend you wear hearing protection still, but I mean, geez, it's amazing.
Yeah, and if you're shooting a subsonic ammo, and particularly if you can do it in a fixed breech gun, so it's not a revolver or semi-auto, like a single-shot rifle, it is so quiet, it's unbelievable because you don't have any gases coming out anywhere. What I really want to do is get like a little H&R handy gun, little single-shot, fixed breech, break action type, in the 300 AAC blackout, like 300 Whisper. And now you're shooting a subsonic round in a closed system. That would be really quiet. I mean, seriously quiet. That would be great.
You had me at 300 blackout.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, when the hogs are walking through your neighborhood and they just have to be dealt with, there you go.
Yeah, but we have skinny girls here, too.
No. But no, it's actually funny. I was talking to a guy who's my brother, in fact, just reminded me. He said a friend of his had beautiful land, put in lots of grass and all, came out there, and the hogs had torn it up. It looked like somebody had taken a rotary disc or something and torn it all up.
I was just talking to my doctor about it, and from what I've heard, I haven't verified this yet, but I heard farmers are paying $20-$25 a head for these things. For you to go take them out.
In Louisiana,
down
we've
south.
got a real issue. They just announced that we're having so many problems with the hogs are eating up the levees, which are our flood protection.
Ooh.
So they tear up the vegetation and the levees wash away, and we lose our flood protection. So they may start offering a bounty on these things.
So as well as it's open season year round, right, on them?
Yes.
It is in most states now, in the South at least.
So, really the only way to make a real dent in them is to hunt them from a helicopter. It's you just cannot get enough of them with traditional hunting methods. And so,
you're in the helicopter or they're in the helicopter?
It could be an interesting dogfight, or in this case, a hog fight. And with that, we probably have just extended everything we need to do on the after show.
Good call.
Man,
Good call.
That's it. We'll have to pull the plug on this one. And as the guy says, you had me at bacon, man. So, all right, do some shooting this week, everybody. Michelle, Michael, Jim, thank you so much for hanging around. Always fun. And for everybody else, check out the podcast, of course. Share it. Tell people you know about it, because a lot of people still, after all these years, don't know about our podcast, don't know about Gun Talk. So let them know, and by all means, thank your local radio stations, because we sure do appreciate you and them.
That's right.
We'll do it next week, guys.
Be safe.
Have a great one.
Take care.
All right.
Now, wasn't that fun? You'll probably want to join us again next week for the Gun Talk After Show. It comes up right after the radio broadcast right here. It's where Tom and some of the crew and staff stick around and let their hair down a little bit, doing what they do best, talking about guns. We'll see you right here next week.